Okay, so this is question number 2 in the 2021 revision 2 question. Okay, so we're going fishing, South Melbourne Pier. This is the depth of the water measured in centimetres at time after midnight. Okay, that's nice. So my amplitude is 40. My period is 2 pi divided by pi on 6, which is 12, and my median is 110. Therefore, the maximum is 110 plus 40 or 150, and my minimum is 110 minus 40 or 70. So period is 12 hours, amplitude is 40 centimetres, median is 110 centimetres, the times of the high and low tide. So it's just a normal cosine. So let's think about this. We go from 70 to 110 up to 150. It's a positive cos, and we've got a period of 12. So we're going to look like that, going down to 70 up to 150. Times of the high tide. So the high tides will be at midnight and midday, and the low tides will be at 6 a.m. and at 6 p.m. Sketch the water for one revolution, done it. That will be 12 and 110, 150. Okay, I like to prefer to fish when it's deeper than 130 centimetres. So wherever 130 centimetres is, then this is when it's deeper than it, and this is when it's deeper than it, because the depth will be higher than 130. When should he fish each day? So 130 equals 40 cos of pi t on 6 plus 110. 20 is 130 minus 100 divided by 40. A half equals the cos of pi t on 6. All stations to Coolaroo. Cos is positive in the first and the fourth. And for cos to be a half, we're looking at pi on 3 or 5 pi on 3. So I've got pi t on 6 equals pi on 3 or 5 pi on 3. So the t will be pi on 3 times 6 on pi or 2. And 5 pi on 3 times 6 on pi, which is 10. So between 2 and 10, it's not deep enough. Therefore, I would be saying midnight to 2 a.m. and 10 p.m. to midnight, or I could say 10 p.m. to 2 a.m. and 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. And lastly, the last question, he never catches fish in the 2 hours either side of low tide. So the 2 hours either side of low tide will be between 5 and the 2 hours either side between 4 and 8. Never catches fish between 4 and 8. Exact depth range. So I'd like to find the depth at 4, and that will be 40 cos of pi on 6 times 4 plus 110. And that's going to be 40 cos of 2 pi on 3 plus 110. Cos of 2 pi on 3. 2 pi on 3 is in the second quadrant. All stations to Coolaroo, cos is negative, and it's going to equal the negative cos of pi on 3. And the negative cos of pi on 3 is a half. So 40 times negative a half plus 110, which is negative 20 plus 110, which is 90. So if at 4 we're at 90, and in between 90 and 70 and back up to 90 again, he never catches fish. So the depth range of these times will be from 70 through to 90 is the depth of when you're 2 hours either side of low tide.